Hello there, welcome back to Thunderbolt Apache Leader and yet another campaign. This time I am going to do a full blown out war in Iran. Let's see if we can get rid of the glare here. And it will last 8 days, and for this I have recruited 2 AH1s and 2 A10s together with 2 RQ1s, because there is a shitload of enemy battalions that just wants to run into my airbase and overrun me. I've set up for the first mission against this little fellow over here, the 1C, which is a command unit. And this one adds 2 to all battalion move rolls. We don't want that. However, we've drawn the special condition card for today, and it's a major friendly offensive, which means hopefully those on the front line won't move. But I don't need that extra 2 to all battalion move rolls. I've also identified my second target, and this fellow here, the 3S, is a bombardment unit over here, which makes me lose 1 special operation point at the start of each day, which meant that I could only have 1 scout from what I originally planned to have. Well, let's get over to the war, which is set up like this. We'll move this one in just a tad here, so you can see it as a command unit. I need to get down to 18 to halve them, and to get rid of that nasty add 2 to the battalion move rolls. For this mission I have Scuttle in an AH1, and I promoted him so he's skilled. However, this target is over here, which means we have a -4 weight points limit on this. And together with the lost SO point, I can't use any weapons that cost. So this is a poor man's mission. Running together with Scuttle, I have Thor in an A10, and it's the modern variant, the C, which has a +1 attack and linked, among other things. He's good at cannon strike, and he has the evasive trait here. I'm going to run with the RQ1 to make those pilots fast as much as I can. However, when I rolled up this scenario, there are 4 SAM vehicles here, and they are going to be a big problem here, because they're spread out, so I can't really have any place to go without getting hit by at least one of them. I have a plan, but we'll see how that works out. I think a Thor will go here, knock these out, and then at his second move up here. Scuttle will take out this one, let's hope for the lucky dice roll, and move over here. And while the RQ1 is going to go down to low altitude and in that hex. That means these 2 won't be able to fire over that ridge. Well, we'll see how that goes. I made 1 mistake right off the bat. I forgot to draw the mission event, which is this one, the low level approach. Enemy units can't attack during the first loiter turn. Well, I tried to come up with a better plan than I had, and I've come up blank. So we're gonna go with this. And as usual, the loiter starts at 5. I have fuel tanks on Thor. I'm thinking that maybe he could stick around and use his awesome cannon on some more targets as well. But no pop-ups, since it's only the RQ1. High up, enemy cover roll. Let's see here. It's a 6, all infantry. We have no infantry on here. Then it's the fast pilots that move. And, well, let's start with Skull. He's gonna throw both his BGM-71s on this SAM. And he has a +2 on the standoff attacks, which means he needs a 5 to hit. First one, it's a 1. Second one, it's a 6. That's good enough. That SAM is burning. And he's gonna go into a hover mode there. Just because I don't really know what to do with him. He's really fragile. But Thor here is going to move here. And then he is going to use the LAU 68s. And he's going to fire 2 at the SAM and 1 at the APC. Let's start with the SAM. And Thor has a +2 on the cannons, strikes. So that counts, as well as a +1 attack for the plane. That's 3 extra. So he hits on a 3 and keeps the weapon on a 6. Let's see, the first one on the side. It's a 6, which means I get to keep the weapon. And I destroyed it. Let's see if I can keep the other. It's an 8. I get to keep that one as well. And the APC. It's a 2, which means it's a miss, and I lose the weapon. I'm debating here whether I should move Thor another step now, or if I should leave him there. He has a range of 1. I need to get into range of those. Yeah. Well, he's going to be in a world of hurt, so... I think I'm just going to move him over here. And the RQ1... I think... I have no idea where to place him. Make sure it's circled around this way instead, but hey, that's too late now. Let's do it that way instead. Or even down this way, and then Thor has to take out that one. Well, we'll see if that works. Probably not. Enemy attacks. They can't attack due to the low level approach. And then we advance the loiter counter and start over. No pop-up counters this time either. It's an 8. Any 1 unit in each hex. Well, that's just great. 1 unit in each hex. Well, let's take the command there then. And that's Sam. Oh. This one. That one can't hide, this one can hide. Well, this will be fun. I haven't mocked out anything good enough. 18 is 3, 6, 10, 14, 18. That's plenty to go. Let's take the RQ1 and start off with him as the fast pilots move. I'm going to move him to low altitude here. Scuttle can't do anything from there. I wonder if he is going to... I think I have to move him. I have to use him for something. And then we have Thor. He has to take out at least one of those SAM sites. And I can't strike that one, but he can strike that one. 1, 2. It's gonna be in a real world of hurt here, but well, that's just how it goes. It's gonna fire 2 of these on the SAM. Is he? Yes, he is. Let's see. We have +1, so a 5 is needed, and that's a 6. We'll lose the weapon, but we knock it out. And the other one, I need an 8 to keep it. That's a 9. I get to keep that weapon. And now we have to take some damage. And this is really, really, really bad. I think I may have killed him. Let's see, 2, 4, 6 yellow and 2 reds. However, Thor has evasive 1, so he's going to downgrade one of those red to a yellow. So 7 yellow and 1 red. Let's start with the bad one, the red one. It's a structure. Then we have 7 yellows. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. What do we have? We have bullet holes, pylon, no standoff, 1 stress, 1 structure, and 1 engine. Let's see. This one goes away due to the green A10, but we have pylon, bullet holes, 1 stress. That one is easy. I know I have those counters. I have an engine hit as well, and no standoffs. So, well, that was fun. Then we have 1 down here against the RQ1. I'm going to switch out the counters first. And let's see here. The APC is going to hit the RQ1 with 2 stress. That's good, because that means there's no effect. And I really messed up now, didn't I? I have to take another round of that because I just moved my drone to low altitude. Well, let's see. Slow pilots, advanced loiter counter. And then go up again. No pop-ups, enemy cover roll. Let's see. It's a 6, which means all infantry. Still no infantry. And fast pilots. Yeah, we have this one. And we are going to go to high altitude. And over here. Then we have the enemy attacks. And once again, 1 red and 7 yellows. Let's see how that goes. Start with the red one. It's a pylon hit. And 7 of these yellow ones. Let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. What did we end up with? Another structure, 1 stress, a pylon, 1 stress, 2 stress, 1 stress, and a pylon. So that ends up with a shitload of stress. That's another 5. So he's up to 6 now. and 2 additional pylon hits and 1 structural hit. I think we're good on the pylons though. 2 for 6 out of 14. And these remove 2 each, so we can still have 8. And we have that structure as well. Well, at least he survived, but well, I'm not sure if it was really worth it. Because now we can move. And Thor is going to move twice. It's going to move here. And it's going to fire 2 of these on that Sam. And he needs a 3 to hit, a 6 to keep the weapon. First one. 3, it's a hit, but we lose the weapon. And now for the second, do we keep it? 6, yes, we do keep it. Now he's only going to take 3 of those, I hope. Scuttle. He is going to move. He is kind of useless right now. The reason I brought on the AH-1s are I want to use them for anti-helicopter duties. So I can keep the A-10s on to the ground units. Scuttle here, he is going to shoot his cannon on that APC with the +2. So he hits on a 7. It's a 4, so nothing. And then we have the next turn, after we advance the loader counter. So pop-up counter is still none. Enemy cover roll, let's see. It's a 5. Has destroyed units and hex. Well, everything is already in hiding. Then it's fast piles, and this time we are fast due to having the drone up high. I'm going to use Scuttle first. He's going to move off the battlefield after firing at the APC. And as this last time, the 7 is a hit. It's a 7, yeah. He takes out that APC and exits the battlefield. Let's see, how much points do we have? A 4, a 12, 16, 17. They are halved. I need 5 points to remain. Let's see, if I do... Can I get him out of here without taking any damage? Yes, I can. But I can't avoid damage on the drone. I'm going to move here. I am going to fire my cannon. And the cannon hits on a 4. I have a +2 and a +1. So it's an automatic hit on 1 target. And my second move is going to be here. This drone is going to low altitude. And I'm going to go here. He's going to take 2 yellow from that one. So that's 1. And that's 2. Let's see. Bullet holes and 1 stress. And both of those are good, because bullet hole only give additional stress, and the drones can't take stress. And that's the enemy attacks. Then we have the loader cannon, which advances. And fast pilots, no, with enemy cover roll first. let's hope for an emerge. Anyone hex emerges. Well, not that we're gonna need it, but oh, let's pop that one out. And this command unit is gonna fire once again on the drone. That's 1 yellow, that's 2 yellow. No effect and 1 stress. No effect. So then it's the slow pilots, and Thor is going to move 1, 2, uses cannon, which we already had that it's an automatic hit, do the +2 and the +1 underneath all those tokens. And I think I will be good here, so I'm gonna retire this drone from the battlefield. And then we advance the loiter counter. Remember, I have the fuel tank here, so this should be good. And we start over. The draw pop-up counters? Nope. Enemy cover roll. It's a 0. N1 hex emerges. Let's pop that one out. And fast pilots? None. Enemy attacks? No attacks. No one can reach me. And then this... well, this one is fast. I think I missed that last time. Don't... he might have avoided hits, but... didn't matter in the end. And slow attacks, slow pilots attack. 1, 2, and an automatic hit on that command, which leaves 5 points, which is what we need to destroy this one. And then we advance the loiter counter. I'm gonna adjust this for this one, 1, 2. And pop-up counters, none. Enemy cover roll, just for the sake of it. Has destroyed units in hex. And fast, nope. Enemy attacks, nope. And slow, we move off. And we still have 1 on the 1 there. The fuel tank is spent. And we are on our way home. Let's see what happens. SA-7 attack. Inflict 1 light hit on a random aircraft. Well, let's hope it's on Thor, because he has the evasive. So 1, 2, 3, and so on. Yep, it's on Thor. He has evasive. That means nothing. And we land. This one is destroyed. And we have another additional XP for it. We didn't wipe everything out, but we got 2, 3 XP from this mission. That's good. Let's set up for the next one. And there you have it. The die really loved rolling 2s and 10s somehow. The target bound mission event is the high approach. Select at least 1 aircraft to start at high altitude. Well, that's no problem since we have our drone here. Otherwise we'd be in big trouble, I think. And we're going against this bombardment unit, which is 1 extra XP, and we'll lose 1 special operation points at the start of each day. This one fucked us over really today, since we can't have any nice weapons to start off with. However, this time we have a scout, so we're going to roll that one. It's a 5, which means we have 2 additional turns. And the scout returns. I have a bad habit of rolling a 1 on those rolls, so... well, let's see what we have here. Pop-up counters are none. Then we have the cover roll. It's a 1, which means none. That's good. And then we have the fast pilots, which is everyone. And I think we... where should we move him? Here or here? Let's move him over here. Let's see what we can do with that. Then we have Gator, I think we'll start off with. We only have a -2 weight point here, so we could take 4 points for him. And he's going to start off with fire everything he got. He's going to fire a LU-68 at the AAA together with the BGM-71, and the other 71 is going to fire at the Scud. So let's start out with the LAU-68. He has a standoff of +1. So I'm going to need a 5. It's a 1. And the weapon is spent. Then I have a 7, which is a 6 to hit. Come on. It's a 9. I was afraid that this little AAA was going to tear me to bits. And on the Scud, that's not as important. It's a 4, that's a miss. And Gary's going to move down. Not down, he's going to move here. Where do we want him? We want him to keep moving this way around. Then we have Rebel. And Rebel is going to have a field day here. He's going to move in here. And he's going to drop everything. I hope, at least. Let's divide these. Let's see what we can hit here. I'm going to try and hit everything at least. I have great confidence in Rebel here, so I'm not going to just target the AAAs here. I'm going to go on a limb and try to hit everything in the hex. So let's start with the AAA there. It's a 6 to hit. Rebel has a plus on strike and another plus from the airplane. So he's going to need a 4. Come on, I'll die. Don't fail me. Ah, you failed me. I'm gonna burn you. Next one here. Another 4 to hit. It's another 3. Yay. Now I'm starting to regret that decision to try to hit everything. The last LAU at least hits, but I don't keep the weapon. So then all those are gonna get hit on a 6. So let's start from the top. That's a miss. The Scud. That's a miss. Ah, that's a hit at least. And the last one. That's also a hit. That didn't go very well. That was probably the worst outcome that could have been, because now I'm going to take a lot of hits here. I think that if I move Rebel over here, chances are high that Gator will be fired upon as well from these two AAAs. And they're not as resilient as an A10, so I think that Rebel will have to deal with this. He was on that missed. He will have to deal with it. So let's see, we have evasive 1 on him, so 3 red and 1 yellow. Let's start with the red ones. 1, 2, and 3. And then we have a yellow, which is this one. So we have bullet holes, altitude, and altitude. Well, it could have been worse. So we're going to have 2 bullet holes. I have those over here somewhere. Here they are. And he's going to be forced up to high altitude, which means we'll have to draw a pop-up token next round. Well, that was fun. Slow pilots attack, advanced loiter counter. Okay. Now we're down to just cannons. Well, let's see here if we can go a helicopter just to add to it. This one. It's an infantry. It's a bad one. We'll see if you also want to be here in number 2. No. Over here. We're still on high altitude here. Enemy cover roll. So 2 in the same hex with aircraft. So all these guys are going to the hills. Let's have the destroyed one out in the open. And now the fast pilots attack. I'm going to move him over here. And Rebel is going to take out one of those AAAs with his cannon, I think. Because he has 1, 2, plus 2. Oh, he misses on a 1, of course. So let's see. A 1 is a miss, otherwise it's a hit. It's a 3. What is it with the die and the 3s now? And he is going to move over here and go to low altitude. And Gator, oh, he doesn't have much choice. He has to get in here. He might as well hover, I think, and try to take out everything in there. He only has his cannon. So let's see. It's a hit on a 9. Oh, he's just gonna move through. He is just moving through. Oh, he's trying to hit the AAA, of course. That's it. So we're gonna take some hits. Now Gator is getting hit with 2 red attacks. That's 1 and that's 2. It's a pylon and an engine hit. Engine and a pylon. Those won't have an effect now, but whole balls do I need special operation points now to repair all this. This one is not getting hit. Nope. And let us see. Advanced loiter counter is the next one. Pop-up counters, this time none. Then we go to the enemy cover roll. It's a 3, which means same hex as aircraft. Those counts cannot hide, no hills. Those are already in hiding and none there. Then we move again. I'm thinking here, what's the best move? I really want to take out that one, but that's a ridge here. And I really hate them ridge rolls, because they can make things worse. But I think I have to risk it just to try and save Gator. But we can start with Gator. He's trying to fire on that AAA at least. It's an 8. That's an almost hit. Not quite good enough. So he is moving over here. And then the drone is moving here. And Rebel, he is going to take that ridge roll over here. And we have the ridge evasion. He has 1 evasion, so +1. This is 6, which means 2 stress. I hate this. And he comes over here and fires his cannon on that AAA. is an 8. It's out. This time there won't be any attacks against me, so I'm just going to advance the lighter counter. We'll see here. I need to get down to 23 just to half them. Let's see, 5, 6, 9, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26 points. I need 3 points more. I can do that. Question is, can I come down to 6 points? We have 5, 6, 7, 8 down there, so I need to get down there as well. Let's see what we can do. Pop-up counters, no. Cover roll, it's a 3. Same hex with aircraft. This one will move up into the hills. Then the fast pilots move. Gator, he's going to fire on that Scud. He's got a 9 or 10 to hit. Ah, it's only 1. Rebel, he is going to take out that Scud with his cannon. It's a 3, it's a hit. Now I should be in the clear, I think. And he has to move here. And you're gonna move here. Let me count those over again. 5, 8, 9, 10, 15, 23. That's all I need. I think I'm gonna have to be satisfied with that. So let's just move through this. There's no attacks, they can't reach me. So the next turn. Gator is moving here. Rebel is taking out that Scud. No, he's not. He's gonna have to roll for it. It's a 0. He takes out that Scud just for the heck of it. And he moves 1 and 2. And take him over here. No attacks. We advance the loiter counter. Enemy cover roll. It's a 3. Same unit, same hex as aircrafts. Fast. These go home. He goes there. Advance loiter counter. Yada yada yada. Cover roll. 1 random hex. It's 8. This one. Nope. And we're off. Let's see. Next card here. Homebound. Report if you do to keep this card at the start of any day, reduce 1 enemy pilot stress by 5, then discard. Wow! That card is something I really love. And let's see. We did half those. And we're gonna get stress. We're gonna get 2 stress points here, and Rebel is getting 4. So I'm gonna clear the table and we'll go to the end of day. So, end of day. We have the no-fly stress recovery. But this forward base, which I placed wrongly at the enemy rear, should be in the friendly transit, which I've rectified now. Says, do not perform no-fly stress recovery. So we're going to skip that one. Not that it mattered today anyway. Gain special option points. And from the general war here, we're going to get +4. So up to 4. And today I've earned 7 victory points, which means with a -15 I start with, I'm only at -8. And next is move enemy battalions. And we have this major friendly offensive, which means everyone here in the front line is going to get a -3. Together with this general war. -2 from assault battalion move rolls, which is all of these, and -1 support battalion moves, which are mostly those guys over here. So let's do that. We have today -5 for everyone here. Let's hope they just moves away. Let's start from the 1A here. 9, which means a 4, and they are going to hold. The 2, 1, they are going to retire. And the 6A, it's a 2, they're also going to retire. The 8A, it's a 3, it's a -2, so back you go. 8 -5 is a 3, they're gonna hold. The 11A, 0, it's a 10, -5, they're gonna advance. I didn't count on that. Okay, that's the game. 6, it's a 1, they're gonna hold. And we have another one here with a -5. They're also gonna retire. And we have the last assault battalion back here. It's a 9, it's a 4, they're gonna hold. So that's that. Then these guys aren't moving, they're fixed. So are these. And these guys. So the support battalions have a -1. Did I just cheat now? These are just from the front line. I can't even remember what I rolled, but let's re-roll. I think was it those guys? Let's start. Let's see, 7, 8. No, those they did retire from the front line. Didn't I have one there? 2, 6. I'm sorry about this. Was it the 7 that enemy transit? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that one and that one. Those were the 2 that I fucked up on, since I can't remember and I can't be asked to look back where I rolled. The 7A here, let's see. It's a 4 and it has a -2, so it's a 2, it's gonna hold. And the 5A is also gonna hold. There we go. Now let's see. This one is no effect anymore. The 3S here, it says halved, so it's -3, so -4. So it's a 4 and it means hold. Oops, not back there. Oh, up on top. The 2S. It's a 1. That means also they're gonna hold. I'm just gonna stack them any higher. And this one, the 7S, is a 7, which means they will advance. Last but not least, the 4C. Let's just see. 5 means a hold. So there you have it. That's how our next turn is gonna end up looking. I'm thinking about hitting those 2 guys in the front there, from just to try and keep everything clear, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, my coffee. Oh well. Special option points, none lost. Replacements, none needed. Repair aircraft, yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to repair a whole bunch. Let's see. I'm gonna take them out. And this is what I'm dealing with. The bullet holes will give us stress if we fly with it. I do not want that. The engine makes us crash if we try to fly with it. And the structure is just structural integrity. It means it can't take as much hits. And the pylons give us less things to have weapons on. My reasoning here is I'm not gonna have the AH-1 repaired because I'm not gonna fly with it tomorrow. I would like to have both of these flyable, but I'm not sure I'm gonna have to do that because I want to have at least 2 special option points saved up for weapons, which means I can only use 2. Or should I use 3 and go with a bit less expensive weapons? Because the pylons I can live with for now. The engine, how bad is it? Let's look it up. Yeah, we must perform an engine damage check die roll to avoid crashing during target bound step. We don't want to crash, so if we want to fly, we have to repair that one. And the bullet holes will each give us 1 stress. And I do not want that either. The stress is nothing we really want to deal with here. Or should we just put a green pilot, or the newbie pilot, and a bullet-ridden one, and repair these 3 just so we can have them flyable. And just burn our newbie pilot. But I would really like to have... Well, let's do this. Let's repair those 2 bullet holes and that engine. And we're going to use Halo. He's going to fly that one. And either Thor with 9 stress or Rebel is going to fly the other one. I'm thinking that maybe we should have Halo flying together with Rebel. Or Thor even. We had that card up there. The reporting for duty. Oh, let's see. That's that. Priority R&R, no money for it. We're going to reduce this one down here. And advance the day counter. It's now day 2. Quite an eventful day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Bye bye.